It's been a while since we've had a chance to see you fight, man. What's it feel like to finally be back on Fight Week?
What's up? What's up? Man, it's awesome. You know, I was missing the fight week, and now here we are. Just have to make the weight, do the obligations, and fight.
Has it been tough to live the money Moicano lifestyle if you're not making any money and getting to fight?
Yeah, it's tough, right? 1 year without fighting, but still having the same bill. So it's time to collect some checks Saturday.
I love it. What was the process like for you to heal up and to get back? Was it challenging for you? Or how did it go?
No, not really, not really. The way I see things, I think everything is easy. You know, for me it was easy. Like I got hurt, but I have to do what I have to do. I recover, and now I will fight. So, last year, even though I was not fighting, last year was good for me, for sure.
Yeah. What was good for you about it?
Everything, you know. I'm getting older now. I have a son and I have a family, and just to be able to see my son growing and to do stuff that I love, that is training, and I don't have much obligations, to be honest. So the whole day I be with my family, then I try to read some books, then I try to watch some TV, YouTube, whatever, do some YouTube, and then I do everything again. So, but to live like that, I have to beat Dober on Saturday. So he's in trouble on Saturday.
What's it been like for you? Like, I feel like people are getting to know you now more than ever did. I mean, you've been around for a long time, but now, you know, you're boisterous, you're talking, your personality's coming out. What's that been like for you to maybe fans get to see who you are and know who you are more?
Yeah, because first of all, I already said that, but was the English barrier is still a problem. Yeah, you got it, yeah. Is still a problem, but not only that, I think I changed a lot. Since I went to the UFC, I changed a lot. I remember my dream always was to be in UFC, and I remember when I was a teenager, like struggling to find something that is meaningful and to do with my life, and I found MMA, and my whole dream, everything that I think about was to be in UFC. So I didn't care about fans, I didn't care about media, I didn't care about money, I didn't care about anything. But as I get to be older, I start to realize that this is just a business. If people know you, they will support you. Because people are going to know Moicano. Some people not going to like, some people going to say I'm cringe, but another people will say, that guy nice, you know, because he doesn't speak English, but he's trying to communicate. I want to support him, I want him to win, and that's bring the money too, you know, that's bring the money. And that's why we have some champions that people love and other people that people don't love, if you know what I mean. So in the end of the day, I start to learn about business, economic stuff like that, and I decided I will try to speak my mind, and have been, it's working for me, not only in UFC, but in life too.
That's awesome. Has it changed the way you think about the actual fighting part of the sport? Like, has it made you love it more or less, or change your relationship with the actual fight?
Make it easy. Because I remember when I lost my first fight to Brian Ortega, and I remember even before that, through my whole career, I always thought that this was like a gladiator shit, you know? I always thought in my mind, if you lose a fight, that guy probably could kill you in a street fight. So every time that I went to a fight, I say, if he beat me, he killed me. So honestly, every time that I step in the cage, I am thinking, if I lose, I'm dead, so I'm not gonna lose. But then I lost my first fight, and that was terrible for me, because I spent 6 months, maybe a whole year thinking about that and feeling sad and feeling bad. And of course, I don't want to lose, but now I see that as a business. You know, it's a way to make money. It's a way to provide my family. It's a way to make a living of it. It's a way to learn about life too. Because if I don't have to work a 9-to-5 job, I can learn a lot of stuff, you know. So my whole point was, before I just think about fight. Now I think about life and other stuff too, but that helps me with fighting, because because in the end of the day, I love to do this, and I'm glad that I will do on Saturday.
That's awesome. Great answer. Drew Dober, what do you think about him as an opponent? Obviously a dangerous striker. I mean, you fought some great guys, though. What do you think about him as an opponent?
You say it all. Dangerous guy. I'm not taking easy on him. I don't think it's an easy fight, but I think I'm better than him. I think I'm more well-rounded. I think I can strike with him on the feet. Probably he has more power than me on the hands, like right knockout artist. But in the end of the day, I think I'm even better than him on the striking. And again, not disrespecting him, but I will beat him on Saturday.
That's awesome. You win that fight. I mean, like I said, it's been a long time away, but that would be some big momentum, right? I mean, so do you start like calling people out and talking about rankings? And I mean, what's the plan?
I don't have any plans, to be honest with you. Last time I didn't have any plans. I will try to speak my mind as always. So it really depends how I finish the fight, how the fight goes, what happened, who is interviewing, you know, who is on the mic. And I have to wait because I don't have anything planned.
That's the last thing for me. You know, you said it. You think you're just a little bit better and you'll get it done. But as you play this thing out in your head, on paper, it looks like it's going to be a pretty action-packed fight. Like, it should be a lot of fun. Are you expecting it to be a battle and a lot of action out there?
Of course. Drew Dober has been in this sport for a long time. He's known by his knockout power. He's known to be very aggressive. And I am known to be smart, you know, to be very technical. But I never give up. You know, like last time that was here in Vegas in the Apex, I fought Rafael dos Anjos in 4-day notice, and I didn't give up, and I'm never giving up because, like I say, still on the back of my mind, if somebody beats you, they can kill you. I don't want to die. I have a son. I have a life to live, you know.
A lot of fights have happened in your division since you've been gone. I guess, what do you think of the division right now?
It's exciting division. A lot of good new fighters, a lot of prospects, you know, and I think the lightweight is changing. Now we see Sarukian on the top 5. Now we see Benoit Saint-Denis fighting Poirier. So I think UFC wants new blood on the division. He wants another characters and people from another world, from other places than America. So I think as a fan, I like to watch, especially lightweight division.
If you were a matchmaker, who would you book Islam to fight next?
That's a good question. Let me see. Me personally, I would put the winner of Max Holloway and Justin Gaethje. Why? Because the history. Max Holloway, I always say that. I am a huge fan of Max Holloway, the things that he accomplished in the sport, the whole model that he is. And obviously, Gaethje, for me, was supposed to be the number 1 because he beat Dustin with a beautiful knockout. So for me, personally, who wins the fight should fight for the belt.
You know, as somebody who came up from featherweight to lightweight, there's been a lot of criticism that Max is just going to get destroyed by Justin Gaethje because he's a featherweight going up to lightweight. Do you agree with that? Or, you know, as someone who's come up the division, like, what are your thoughts on that?
Maybe. Who knows? This is MMA. Listen, I know everybody likes to talk about who's going to win, who's going to lose, but it's MMA. Everything can happen. I would never count Max Holloway out because he has a lot of chin, like he can't take a punch. We saw that against Dustin Poirier. But at the same time, I don't think his frame, even though he always had problems to make 155, I don't think his frame. Look, Charles, for an instance. Charles, before, when he was 145, he was really small. He was not big, like you see, like not a lot of muscle and stuff. But throughout the years, now he's a big 155. And I think to Max Holloway, he should like have time, take certain fights, like work on his exercise program and stuff to be in the same frame. Today, he's not the same frame as Justin Gaethje and Islam. Islam is huge. Other guys are huge, but Max Holloway is special. He was one of the few 145 fighters that can go to the lightweight and like become a champion. That not a lot. Even like we saw Volkanovski and even Topuria. I don't know if he go to the lightweight, he will be champion. I don't think he has because it's the frame, right? It's the size. Tall, you have to be tall to fight this lightweight. So, like I say, I can see him beating Gaethje, even though I don't think he's the same size of the other lightweights.
Gotcha. Thank you for that. I want to ask you about, learning English. There are some Brazilians that won't learn how to speak English or kind of refuse to.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? Is it just hard to do it, or is it fighting is already enough to worry about?
No, it's just hard, because like this thing that I'm always talking about money. I was talking about money, but I didn't know what money means, And it's just easy to say, I don't know about money because my father and my mother, they didn't teach me how to understand about money, how to understand about business, because you have to understand in Brazil, the culture is very different than America, especially when you talk about marketing, even politically, is very different. So I think like English, money, politics, everything, you have to spend a lot of time to learn, And we as a humans, we don't like to do shit that we don't are good. If you are good in something, you're going to do. And that's why most fighters, in Brazil especially, they fight. Because usually when they are teenagers, they are troublemakers and they like to fight, and then they fight the gym, and it's a process, But to get a guy that don't like to fight and make him a fighter is very hard. It's the same with English. If you don't like to study, I think the human beings are lazy by nature. So I think that's the problem. I'm not saying like all the Brazilians are lazy, because like they do what they want. What they want, they want to fight. But you have to learn about all the stuff, and I'm realizing that because I was lazy as fuck when I was young. Lazy as fuck. I regret that, because every day is a blessing. Every day you can learn something new. Everybody can improve yourself on every aspect of the game. In the end of the day, this is what I'm trying to do every day, be the best version of myself. In English, I'm not up there yet. As a fighter, as a father, So I have been thinking about this stuff a lot lately.
Gotcha. And then finally, when someone talks shit to you on Call of Duty, what do you say? Do you talk shit back? You say, dude, I'll beat your ass.
Not really, because I cannot keep it up, If they start to talk shit, I start to talk shit, and they say, that motherfucker doesn't speak English, and I don't say, and I don't know how to speak back. So it's a matter of time, so I can put them on their places, But nowadays I have to stay quiet and focus on the game, and focus on the English, and focus on the fight game. But 5 years from now, my English will be perfect, and all my skills in life will be even better.